awesome. Guys, in this video, I like to present you something extraordinarily special just arrived at our shop. And in that extraordinarily special car is none other than all famous Nismo Crs. Voila. Ladies and gents, it took us more than 4 years in the making for us to get to this point. And in this video, we're going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned and let's get started. Idea of us having a Nismo CRS built at Nismo Omori factory started 4 years ago when our special customer visited us to buy his Nissan Skyline GTR 34 V-Spec 2 newer from us. And from there, after 1 year of him basically enjoying his car, he requested us if we can get something like this car built at Omori factory. That's where me and Ito-san at our shop jump into Shinkansen, and we went all the way to Yokohama to meet up with Nismo officials. Couple of meetings, agreements. We had our CRS scheduled. Next step, and I made a video on the next step, guys, of us finding a car, donor car, to get a CRS rebuilt at Omori factory, which was about 2 years ago. I made a YouTube video about that car, which you guys can see it in the link below on the comments. Was to find 16,000 kilometer GTR 34 MSPEC. 1.5 years of waiting, we send out the car to Nismo Omori factory. Another 1 year after, here we are. Today in July 2022, we receive our first official Nismo CRS from Omori factory. Guys, owner of this car is coming over to Japan next week, and we will be making a special movie with him checking out his CRS. So stay tuned. In a couple of weeks, we will be posting another video of his impression and us driving and hearing from him what he thinks about his car. But in today's video, for all of you, let's take a quick look at the car. And ladies and gentlemen, let's put the first mileage or first kilometer on the car, because believe it or not, guys, the mileage of the car right now is zero. It hasn't even run 1 kilometer yet. And today I'm going to take the pleasure of putting that first kilometer on it. I already confirmed with the client. He said all good, because we have to drive the car to warm it up to keep up with its maintenance by the time he comes. So we will be putting about 100 kilometers or so. So in today's video, the mission is to take a quick look at the car, to give a quick shout out for you guys, and us driving the car to our another indoor storage facility, Soko, which is about 10 kilometers or so from here. Maybe less than that, right? All right, this being said, guys, let's check out the car a little bit more in details. Guys, by the way, this is the first ever Nismo CRS manufactured based on MSPEC chassis. Super special car. We're making the history, guys. This being said, let's start with a quick look at the exterior of the car. Original color of the car was pearl white. And at Nismo Omori factory, we got the car fully refreshed and repainted, of course, with the official CRS color of CAD, or gray color, as you guys can see that. Car looks immaculate and comes with every single Nismo upgrades that you can think of. And from that, it's easy to understand what those upgrades are. But the most important, the most special upgrade is right there. And that one is extraordinarily special, and you will find out what it is exactly that makes this CRS extraordinary, extra special. Anyways, guys, of course, Nismo CRS comes with Nismo Aero parts, Nismo bumper, Z-Tune bumper, R-Tune bonnet, carbon fiber, and of course, Z-Tune fenders, So has the Nismo undercover right here as well. Guys, this one is really hard to find right now. We have a couple of clients requesting us to find them one. It's extremely difficult. We found one, we bought it from Nismo for 658,000 Japanese yen at the factory price, but right now it's extremely hard to find this one, guys. Of course, they replaced everything. They put the new headlights, new batch as well together with that. Nismo intercooler, as you guys can see that, but we will be getting to that in more details once we pop up the bonnet. Looking at this side, of course, we have the Nismo LMGT4s, which comes with behind it GTR 35 rotors and brakes, rainbow brakes, of course. And of course, the tires is also very special, which is Michelin. It's one of the best quality ones. And of course, guys, if you notice, for the CRSs that comes out from Omori factory, very limited number of them, they come with special logos like this. This one is special in a way that it's not a sticker. It's a factory made. Of course, it's carbon fiber behind it, but it's really cool. Really cool. I wonder, not many people can do that for sure. Not many body workshops can do that for sure. Of course, comes with the Nismo Omori factory. The batch as well right here. It's not a sticker or anything like that. It's the actual carbon fiber inside. It's really awesome. Super smooth. Nismo side skirts, of course. Absolutely, right? And of course, we have fender covers right here. Front side, Nismo does not put fender covers, and they always put it at the back side because it looks really awesome that way. Of course, Nismo rear skirts right here. Since this is MSPEC, just like VSPECs, guys, it of course comes with the VSPEC diffuser and the hook as well, Nismo hook. But one thing, guys, that is a little bit regretful is that Nismo doesn't manufacture Nismo taillights anymore. So the only part that's missing, I can say, from this CRS is none other than the Nismo taillights, because the discontinued manufacturer is extremely hard to find one. There are a few available, time to time pops up for sale at the aftermarket used parts, but again, we couldn't find it, so we have to stay with the original OEM the taillights, which is pretty cool in itself as well, but not much we can do about it. Of course, exterior gunner pillars right here. And of course, Nismo did this part as well, carbon fiber right here, which is really awesome. And the paint of the car, guys, I don't know how good it looks. We are shooting this video using an iPhone 11 Pro, but I don't know how it can show, but this thing looks stunningly beautiful in person. As you guys can see that, since the car just came in from the factory, even the seals, although seal molds are not really taken off yet. Beautiful. Let's take a quick look at the interior of the car. You won't see too many changes on the interior of the car, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be really nice to take a quick look at it. All right. First things first, let's take a look at the cluster. Of course, Nismo upgraded the cluster to 320 Nismo cluster. Guys, Nismo is not manufacturing those clusters anymore as well. So it was extremely difficult for us to find one brand new Nismo cluster, which is not available in anywhere for sale in Japan. There are a few people who hold on to them when the Nismo used to sell them, but even Nismo themselves, they don't have it right now. So if you want to get a Nismo CRS built at Nismo, it won't come with the taillights, and of course it won't come with the Nismo 320 clusters, unless you have one in stock and you can send it to them, which is going to be a different story. Again, guys, it was zero just earlier, whether you believe it or not, but it just became ones because we had to move the car a little bit, right? So that's okay. First kilometer, we put it at the end of the day still. But anyways, steering wheel of the car is genuine. So Nismo did not touch the steering wheel. It came exactly as it was when we delivered the car. When we bought this car, if you watch this video about 2.5 years ago, when we uploaded on YouTube, you guys can go back and see it again. This car was only 16,000 kilometers only. And when we bought the MSPEC Pearl White 16,000 kilometers, that was the record price ever paid for MSPEC at that time. But since then, we have had so many different extra records, which is another topic. Of course, Nismo did A number of other upgrades in the interior as well. And one of those upgrades, of course, includes the MFD, Nismo Multifunction Display. They changed it. They did some, of course, refreshment to interior, but mostly original. Of course, they set up the Nismo shift knob right here. And guys, car comes with, of course, its original cluster right there, which has, again, 16,000 kilometers. Since Nismo might upgrade the cluster, they provide us the document that they upgrade the cluster. So it's a provable, exact total mileage of the car, which is not meaningless anymore because car has been completely refreshed at Nismo Omori factory. So you can consider the fact that this car is not 16,000 kilometers anymore, but actually right now, as of this video recording, 1 kilometers only. Isn't that amazing? All right, so of course, since we got the works done at Nismo, it comes with special records, record books, videos of all the works process. This is from Nismo Omori factory, of course, details of exact what works they have done. So we don't want to get into the details, and our client, when he arrives here next week, we'll be recording it, we're taking a look at it in details. But again, detailed maintenance work records, which is quite valuable in itself, comes with the car, since we got the works done at Nismo. Of course, we put down the carpets, but we covered it up, but the carpets are genuine, as it was when we sent the carpet to Nismo Omori factory. The interior of the car, since it was 16,000 kilometers only when we bought it, is pretty much fabulous. Nismo, guys, just like for Z-Tunes, they offer special custom design steering wheels, so as for the seats, but we didn't get that done, and Nismo at the moment is not offering that service anymore. So we had to keep the steering wheel, both of the seats, as original as they were. But guys, since this car from the beginning was MSPEC, the seats come with leather covers, factory original. As you guys can see, that it looks pretty clean and pretty fabulous. This seats, guys, is 21 years old, but if you look at it right here, you don't even think it's 1 year old. Beautiful condition, looks absolutely fabulous, almost as good as brand new. And of course, when the factory workers at Nismo, and when they did everything, they had to keep all those covers, even this one, as you guys can see, that so that they won't damage the seats, or somebody sits and tries to work on them, they don't damage anything in the car. Absolutely professional, absolutely fabulous. Let's put this one right here, and let's jump into the most important part of the video, which is popping up the hood, of course, and taking a closer look at exactly what they have done at the heart of the car. And after that, we will be taking this baby out for a quick test drive, where we have to transport this car from our main shop here to our Soko indoor storage lot, where she will be kept until our client arrives to check out the car in person. We are all super excited for that moment. This being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's pop up the hood. And just before we pop up the hood, guys, when we visited Nismo, I made a number of videos, and I did not share with anybody 2 years ago. I said it for a couple of people only, close to the heart, as you guys can understand, but I didn't upload any social media works. But Nismo explained everything in detail to us, actually under body of the car, how they're going to refresh it, what parts they're going to install. And they had a couple of other cars that they've been working on the cars. They showed us and what they have done exactly, and they actually took us to the room, special room, where they are building the Nismo engines. They introduced to, we talked to engineers there and get to know how they are building engines and all that, which was absolutely fabulous. It was a great experience. I didn't get to share that moment with you guys. I was super busy. I'm still, guys, super busy every day at the shop. That's the reason why we haven't been able to record much movies, by the way. But again, that being said, I can't pull up the car right now, and I cannot show you the underbody of the car. But guys, if I show you the underbody of this car, you can lick it, you know what I mean? It's perfectly clean. But we can always take a look what this baby right here has got right here. Let me, guys, by the way, run the engine real quick. so that we can hear the way she roars as well. Guys, here we come. But take a look outside, guys. It's raining pretty heavy. He said we will see something extraordinarily special in the engine compartment of the car. And of course, that special part goes all the way to right here. Engine. This is of course Nismo engine. It's F Sports R engine. Special by Omori factory. 2.8 liter. But guys, there's a story behind this engine in itself. Nismo, of course, manufactures different sets of engines. S1 engine, S2, R1, R2, right? New Sports, and of course, the most famous of it being F Sports R engine. There's also a fine spec engine, but this one is considered even better. And even better fact about this one is that they manufacture three different types. 2.8, 6 liter, just like it's from factory, 2.7 and 2.8. This engine is 2.8 liters, and Nismo planned to manufacture only 5 units of this particular engine. But they made a special edition for us for this particular GTR 34, and they did manufacture the last already officially finished product. They're not going to remanufacture it ever again, as far as I understand. Last 6 unit of 2.8 liter F Sports R engine right here. Our client is extraordinarily happy because of the fact that we got this engine for him from Nismo, and we are also super proud with that fact as well. So I am soon, for the first time, going to take this baby out on a quick test drive. Rain already stopped, which is great. We have to move the car to our soul corridor storage anyways, so this is going to be the first time I get to experience, by the way, how the F Sports R 2.8 liter engine performs. Of course, you guys can see a bunch of other upgrades here, which is in complementary with the Nismo engine, and let's take a quick look at them one by one. For the starters, of course, we talked about Nismo intercooler right here. Nismo installed their own cooling panel right here, which is very special. Nismo one, about 3 times more expensive than our Garage Defend cooling panel, ladies and gentlemen, which is one of the top in the world as well. But at the end of the day, this is Nismo. Comes with a Nismo badge, and maybe probably in terms of quality they are better than us as well. So Nismo cooling panel, of course, since all the work's been done at Nismo, it comes with a special plate from Nismo as well, as you guys can see that Nismo Omori factory. And of course, since the engine is Nismo as well, it comes with the exactly engine badge, but as you guys can see, they say F Sports R engine number and all that as well. Nismo has been, guys, manufacturing different sets of Nismo strut towers. Those towers have been evolving over time. And the old ones, guys, have recently been selling as much as 3 million yen, which is absolutely ridiculous, I would say. But this is the latest tower that they've been manufacturing it. To compare the old one being 2-3 million, this one is actually 150,000 Japanese yen. So about 20 times cheaper. And by Nismo, it's considered even better. So strange things happen in the GTR world, guys. Anyways, guys, as you guys can see, this is the chassis number of the car, chassis plate of the car. Of course, it used to be QX1, original color being pearl white, but again, it's been refreshed, completely been repainted at Nismo Omori factory to match its CRS color, which is CAD color code. With that, we see lots of other complementary parts here. A lot of the parts here, guys, we can't even see it because it's been packed up under and stuff. But a couple of parts that we can easily notice here, guys, is of course the carbon fiber intercooling piping set. Of course, as you guys can see, it looks pretty fabulous. It also comes with the pipe set air intel right here. You guys can see that. It comes with the oil separator, pump fuel system, and fuel system. Everything has been upgraded. Of course, Nismo intake as well right here been installed on the car. Lots of upgrades this particular car includes. Guys, if you notice one thing, at Garage Defend we have cooling panels that covers whole part of this part, which makes it look really nice, but Nismo has got a cooling panel only covers this part, and this part actually remains open. One of the reasons for that is, of course, because they have a special cooling duct installed on R-tune bonnet which is this part is, it looks like together it comes with the bonnet, but it is not. It's a separate part right here. It's attached on the R-tuned bonnet, and basically because there's this cooling duct right here, it can fit just exactly right here. So it's gonna cover the whole place when you shut the bonnet. Pretty fabulous, very special. We talked a lot about basically being able to distinguish whether those parts that used in the car is Nismo or fake, because in the market right now, because those parts are so rare to find. For example, this bonnet taking about 3 years of waiting time to be able to get one manufactured Nismo. There are a lot of fake ones out there. And one of the easiest way of distinguishing the difference between, I said in my previous videos again, looking at the chassis numbers of the parts. Every single Nismo part manufacturer comes with a certificate and chassis number. And when it comes to the bonnet, you guys can see right here that there's a Nismo plate with a chassis number that as well. Of course, it's not unfakeable, but again, it comes with a certificate and all that, and this is one of the ways of being able to find out whether it's a genuine or not. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, since this car has been remanufactured at Nismo Omori factory, everything you can think about this particular car is, of course, genuine Nismo parts. This being said, let's shut the bonnet. Rain stop. We have already car registered on the road. By the way, guys, one of the requirements of Nismo is, of course, to keep the car registered on the road, because so that they can test drive it and all that. It comes with a plate. It comes with full insurance coverage, so we don't have to set up over dealership plate. So all what we can do right now is simply jump into the car and be on our way to put her at our indoor storage lot, and along the way we get to enjoy the way she performs. Guys, are you ready? Let's do this. So we can actually take the seat covers at the back and this one as well, because I'll be driving, so that I'm gonna be safe. Take out this one, leave this one right here as it is. So all good. Let's jump in. Yeah. Excited. And be on our way. Guys, we have just put up the second kilometers on the car as well. So as you guys can see that the cluster shows 2 right now. I'm excited. I feel super awesome. This GTR 34, guys, believe it or not, feels like brand new. It smells like a brand new. That's absolutely for sure, yeah? It smells like a brand new car, how it smells. That's that fresh this car is. And of course, I'm nervous. It's an expensive car. You don't want to dent it, or you want to be careful, number one. But at the same time, since the engine is also brand new, you don't want to speed it or break it as well. Oh, guys, watch this. It just became 30 kilometers right here as well. This is exciting. I really wanted my client to put that mileage, but you have to move the car and all that. And he's like, oh, drive it. Like, put 500 kilometers on it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay. With your permission, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, engine is brand new, so you got to be very careful, especially in the first 500 kilometers of the car, because so that you don't want to break the car. You know what I mean? We cannot overspeed it. We cannot boost it too much. We have to be exceptionally careful with it, especially first 500 kilometers. And then after that, again, another 500 kilometers, after 1,000 kilometers, up to 2,000 kilometers for that matter. We gotta be careful, and after that you can take it easy and you can start enjoying your car more and more. That's exactly how we have to do that. At Defend Racing Services, guys, we build a lot of engines as well, RB26 DETs for that matter, at our Shield Engineering. And we do that all the time. It's the same. It's very much the same process. And here we go. Guys, just to point it out, I hate the fact that we are driving this car right now, right after rain. I mean, it's still raining a little bit, as you guys can see that. Which is, I had a big dilemma, shall we do that or not? But we had to transport the car to our indoor storage lot one way or the other today. Because we'll be closing the front shop for a few days and need to move cars. So, yeah, but it is what it is, you know. You have to move a car. It's good that it's not raining right now. Like it was raining a little bit earlier, you guys saw, but still there's a little bit of rain, as you guys can see that. But we got to clean up the car properly with white gloves a little bit later once we get to our indoor storage lot. And then that's where we will be keeping the car for about, you know, a little more than a week until our client comes, settles down in Japan, probably for 2 weeks, and then he visits our shop. We will be recording another special video together with him on his impression of his CRS. I'm excited about that. He is excited about that. We would like to focus on the next video about the experience of our client, basically paying a lot of money to get the CRS done at Nismo Omori factory, being patient. At 2.5 years of waiting is not easy for a lot of people, you know. A lot of people are scared, of course, to basically stay on the other side of the world and wire out the funds and then wait for 2.5 years until the works are done. But we thank him for his patience, and yeah, you will see what he thinks. And I'm excited to have his car delivered to him. You will find out who he is when he arrives after a couple of weeks. Oh, it starts laying a little bit again. Ladies and gents, we are here at our indoor storage lot. We will be leaving this beauty right here for the next about almost 2 weeks. Of course, before we leave, we gotta make sure that we clean up the car right now very, very carefully, of course, to make sure that there will be any water remaining. So, but that being said, we are storing lots of cars, very dynamic indoor storage lot here, as you guys understand. We have this black one, GTR 34, just recently arrived, sold the moment it arrived. We have a white GTR 34 V-Spec right here, sold the moment it arrived. We have lots of other cars right here. A number of them are being stored. This is for David, this is for James. We have a number of other really rare sports cars being stored here. We have just freshly arrived Tommy Mäkinen Lancer Evolution 6 arrived. This one belongs to James from New Zealand. He's coming to Japan, and that one just arrived. Both of them are super duper clean. Of course, James is already sold. That one available for sale. We just listed for sale on our website. A lot of other cars, guys. A lot of other cars. So this was pretty much quick video on this particular car. Guys, looking here at this car, remember my own Nismo Crs standing right over there about 2 years ago. I sold it out, unfortunately, because somebody really wanted to buy it badly and convinced me to sell it, and I've regretted it ever since. But this one is real nostalgia right here, you know what I mean? But again, stunningly beautiful car. Owner is coming up about week and a half later, so we'll be taking a quick look at it together. We have to drive the car a little bit, warm up. We'll drive a few hundred kilometers before we can ship out the car, of course. So we'll be taking out for a quick drive kind of time, carefully. Anyways, guys, that was a quick shout out video. Thank you for watching. As always, it's a pleasure to make those videos for you guys, and stay tuned for the next videos which we will be uploading in the next week or a couple of weeks after. Been super duper busy lately to upload any movies to the regular stuff at the shop. But again, when I have the mood to make movies, I love to make movies for you guys and all that, and I have some proper time. This was the car that I had to make a movie. Super nature movie, I understand. You're recording everything on iPhone 11 Pro, which is, you know, we got the funds for the camera, but you know what I mean? Just, you got like an hour and a half maybe to record everything, right?
It's very comfortable.
Yeah, so you just gotta wrap up everything, right? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this movie. Thank you so much always, and I look forward to see you guys in the next movies to come. Cheers, and have a fabulous day.